Right,
It won't
hello
carry on into
everybody.
the game, will it? Because it kind of
There
throws
we go.
you shot off when you've got that.
It will. Anyway,
It shouldn't, but if it does, screenshot it and then
so USS North Korea, and Sean
it's
again
probably
in my
something they're
last
already or
last
post
match.
it on the forums.
Keijo
It's probably something they're
flying. I think it was called a spam galleon these days, and this is gonna be a meta. Yeah, okay.
If not, they're aware of it now. They're aware of it.
They're talking about some random bug. There's nothing to really worry about. It's just a normal visual bug that tends to happen with these games as they
Devs
update
do
it.
listen, but they just don't. They don't often talk.
Right.
Like on mic anyway.
Done. So mid-range meta, that build, so they can easily get, yeah, they can easily get overwhelmed up close. These fly in close. Any
But
disables
just in case
for
they have like audio disabled for everybody here, just go ahead and like submit it if it happens again.
meta?
And send it in.
So you got two metas
Right.
and a
Since they're
disabled
seeing the
galleon
problem
which
in
can't
chat
catch
as well,
up.
then
So
they know
if
that it
Keijo
exists.
can catch up with the two Pyramidians, they can get killed. And they can easily overwhelm all the teams. In fact, you don't really need Keijo. You just need to fly in. You just need to fly in with the two metas, play aggressively, a la Rider style, and just focus fire each ship systematically and win. And Keijo can clean up any kind of messes that they miss by fully disabling any ships that might endanger the allies. There are options here. Like basically, Keijo would be a mobile rallying point. That is, if these are all organized teams, but they're not. This is a dev match. Even the devs aren't really organized and play as a team. What's going on here? Blue team, and I'm looking at red team. So the first moves the red team does will decide the match. What are they gonna do? So far they're not moving. Instead the blue team are going in aggressively, and it's eye-attaching KVS and Jedi. Jedi's a retard, so there's that. He's a really dumb pilot. He's gonna do something dumb. That's just a guarantee. And the Muse ships aren't really gonna play seriously. Right, red team are finally on the move. I guess they just loaded in. Pillar of Autumn. What are you going to do? If you're gonna charge right in or overextend yourself, you're gonna die. Does Hades fires? Actually, who's on the Hades? Average. So what's gonna happen? Who's firing? Oh no. That's gonna cost him. Keijo, why did you give that guy the gunner roll? With the low level gunner on that galleon, you're not gonna get any decent hits. Oh, Pillar, you dumbass. You're supposed to play aggressive. What are you doing? Backing away. You're just giving the mid-range he needs. What a dumbass. Okay. So what's currently happening is 2v1 on the KTN IKEA. They got disables on it. Yeah, engines. Most of its engines are completely destroyed. And Pillar of Autumn is finally realizing that he should be coming in to take full advantage. What the hell is that side gun doing? What the hell's on that crew? They made... oh no. I have a niggling feeling okay. Okay, so he's just an idiot. Okay, alright, fine. That's fine. That's fine. Main engineer is just a moron. Wow, that kill is coming slow. That should be a dead mobile right now. Hit! Jesus. Did you see the mortar just flying over the target, even though the target was right in front of him? He just needed to point the cursor right on the target and he would be dead. Okay. It's just as I predicted. Two-way focus. Get the kills. And the galleon cleans up the mess and sets them up. Frankly though, the fact that the galleon is coming into position ahead of the Pyramidians just shows the incompetence of the Pyramidian pilots, because they should be the forward-facing ships distracting the enemy ships so that the galleon can position and fully disable, so that guaranteeing their wins. Instead, they're just milling about like idiots. Look at this. I'm not even boating it. Look at this. It's the galleon that has to fight, and the Pyramidians are just there, milling about. The most active, fast-moving ship in the whole team is a galleon. And now the Pillar of Autumn's dead. 3v1. 3v1. He's flying straight into the 3v1, and now he's retreating, only to realize this. It's a bit late. You're dead. These ships are all mid-range ships. The Artemis from the friggin' Junker, the friggin' flak cannon from the Pyramidian, and the Hades to get the hull break. You're dead. What an idiot. Man, that's so sad. Keijo, you should not be carrying this match. What is going on? What is this potato level flying? No, you like Flying Potato was trying to create an opening for the Allied team, but none of the teammates are taking full advantage of this and charging them in, because a charging Pyramidian, a Metamidian, can kill any of these ships in a 1v1 fight. And seeing as they're all the blue team's ships are in close range, if you get into one of the ships, they won't be able to support each other because most of their guns are mid-range. In fact, if you just go for the Junker here, you'll be fine. They're focusing down, and they're focusing down the frigging galleon, and what are the teammates doing? Running away. This is sad. He reversed all the way back to Candy Mountain as opposed to doing something else. Oh man. And here comes Pillar of Autumn, charging into a 3v1. Hopefully Potato's there to get that recovery. Set them up. Are they overextending? Yes, Jedi is a moron. He's overextending. Charge in. Charge in. Charge in. Charge in. Come on. Charge. What the hell's that Gat gunner doing? Shoot the hole. Not too slow. Pillar and North Korea should be pushing in now. They should be pressing the advantage right now. Sure, they might be dying, but they have to press. But instead, the North Korea is just hovering in place like an idiot, getting shot by mid-range guns. Of course you're gonna get hit, because you're not moving, you're not dodging, you're not fully aggressively flying with that meta. What is wrong with this pilot? If you're gonna fly a Metamidian, fly it like you would normally do. Don't be a little bitch about it. You're flying a Metamidian like as if you're flying a mid-range one, just like this. KTN is getting kills because he's flying the way, what is his name? The North Korea is flying right now. He's just keeping still, letting the gunners do their work while the enemy ship's guns are out of range. Meanwhile, the North Korea is doing the same thing, but his guns aren't in range to do the same exact thing. So what's he doing, hovering about in place, doing nothing? It's kind of sad, but Dr. Chaplain Crow is a better pilot than the level 45. Demonstrating some very solid fundamentals here. Even though his main engineer is a moron. He might die actually. But will he die before he can get a kill? No, he's dead. But could Keijo clean up the mess? Come on, clean up the mess, clean up the mess. No, not quite high enough. Yes, he is. There we go. That's it. Boom. Solid kill. But now he's surrounded. He's right into the enemy spawn, if I recall. Yes, on the southern spawn. He needs to make his way across that arch there, because if he retreats southwards, he's gonna get attacked from behind. He's dead. No support from allies at all, except for the KTN here. Oh, is he finally acting like a proper metamedian now? No. You should be kerosening, mate. I should be seeing some really fast movements here. Come on. Getting shot to... What is that gat gunner doing? Stop wasting your clip on the top guns. Aim for the big giant hole on the lower deck. You're wasting clips. Okay, hopefully the pillar can support. Hopefully. Not too late. Flak cannon. No flak cannon. That's fatal. Nah, that mortar is way too early. What the hell is he doing? And North Korea's dead. Num num num. These crews. And Potato is holding his own against two ships. Fully disabled? Nope, one gun disabled. His whole gun is on fire. He's dead. Mortar's gonna come in. Yeah, they do have functioning guns, but they can't get arc. So they're dead. And meanwhile... Oh my god, 6-6 for no good reason. Build-wise, the red team could have easily won this, but the pilots are so incompetent. Metamedians are meant to be played aggressively. If you don't play aggressively, you're not taking full advantage of them, because the natural enemy of them is mid-range ships. And if you keep within mid-range, you kinda die, because you're not taking advantage of the fact that you're close range. And hence ineffective. You're not gonna escape a mid-range ship. The only escape is attacking. The only defense against a mid-range ship is to get within arming time with it. To get right up his face that all his guns are completely ineffective. But if you keep hovering mid-range and then backing away, well, guess what the actual mid-range ship's gonna do? He's gonna move forward and maintain that mid-range. And guess what? Flying forward is faster than flying backwards. As a result, you kinda die. The natural state of a mid-range ship should be flying backwards in a high-level play. Because anyone with half a brain should know this. That you should be attacking fully aggressively on a mid-range ship. Well, against a mid-range ship. I worded that incorrectly. On a mid-range ship, you should be doing the opposite. Maintaining a certain range and kiting to force a mistake. Potato's dead. Yeah, no way he's gonna... that Hades is gonna wreck that hull. Bit early on the flak cannon though. So... Gonna move? Teammate is gonna die. Granted, that's Keijo's fault for overextending himself, but hey. How much damage is he taking? He's already taken a little bit of hull damage. Now, that's his main hull, but he hasn't got any actual direct health. Oh my god, stop hovering, just come in! Just go in! Go in! Attack! This whole match, You'd think they'd learn. This whole match, they're flying. They're just hovering at mid-range. Like, oh god, I thought it would be like, oh, ooh, this is easy. I just hovering in place, killing everything in sight, because nothing is trying to counter me in any way. I'm just hovering and shooting. It's got to be easy as hell. What the? There you go. There's another kill. GG. What a moron. New ships did the job. Jedi did nothing. Let's be real. It's kind of sad, actually. Flare guns and a mortar did better than a duck junker. Interesting. Because I guarantee you, that fucking junker did no real disables. Because he had 3 Artemises. I didn't see no full disables on any ship. They could move freely the whole time. Well, that happened. Kind of sad, really. That was such a winnable match. Oh well. It happens. You get really good builds, and the build should decide the matches, but the fact of the matter is, this is a game with human beings, and most human beings are kinda dumb. Oh well.